Welcome to Making Peace Visible, a podcast about peace, conflict, and the media. I'm your host, Jamil Simon. On June 25th, the Supreme Court ruled that the Trump administration can end temporary protective status for Haitians and Syrians in the United States. The country first opened this special immigration status to Haitians after the 2010 earthquake in Haiti. Today, more than 350,000 Haitians rely on it to live and work in the U.S. Meanwhile, in Haiti's capital, Port-au-Prince, medical students and others have been in the streets demanding the government relocate the country's largest hospital. They want the hospital moved because of the ongoing gang violence in the area. Due to the violence, the facility has been shut down since 2024, according to the Haitian Times. Protesters have been tear-gassed by police, and on July 1st, a student was shot in the arm. Across Haiti, the desperate humanitarian situation will offer a harsh homecoming to nationals forced to return from the U.S. What you might not know is that before the gangs took over, hundreds of thousands of Haitians were protesting every day. Their demand to the government: where did the money go? Haitians were promised billions in development funds from an oil deal with Venezuela. But Haiti had nothing to show for it. It was almost a joke. Where new bridges, schools, and hospitals were supposed to have been built, there were empty fields. The protesters called for accountability from Haiti's government and wealthy elites, many of whom live outside the country. According to our guest, Haitian journalist and documentary filmmaker Etant Dupain, Haiti's elites supported the gangs as a tactic to suppress the protest movement. It led to the gangs taking over the country, the situation Haiti suffers from today. Etant's documentary film, The Fight for Haiti, tells the story of that movement. We recorded this interview in February 2025. We just spoke to Etant. Stay tuned at the end of this episode for an update from him.
Thank you for having me. I'm very excited to be here today.
I want to thank you for making the film The Fight for Haiti and about the movement that's happening there now. You're a journalist and a documentary filmmaker. The Fight for Haiti is your second documentary film set in Haiti. Can you start by telling us a little bit about yourself and how you started making documentaries?
Sure. Thank you again for having me. And I'm always happy to take these opportunities to have conversation about Haiti, to take people beyond the headlines. I started my career as a professional journalist in 2010. After the earthquake, I was a reporter for Telesur, a TV station, and this is how I started as a journalist. So I was living in Venezuela when the earthquake happened. So I quickly, like many hundreds of thousands of Haitians, went back to Haiti, like not only to tell stories, but to help rebuild Haiti, to do my part. But I quickly realized that something much bigger that was happening, and it wasn't about rebuilding Haiti. It was more about gold wash for NGOs to make money instead of investing in the people of Haiti. So this is why I decided to stop working as a correspondent and become an independent journalist, because I wanted to tell stories that I really care and passionate about. And I knew the best way to do that is by becoming independent. And I've been an independent journalist since then.
Right. Well, that's so important because it's very valuable to have eyes on the ground for people who can't see what's going on.
Yes, definitely. It's really, really important. And for me, telling Haitian stories is important, and having Haitian telling their stories, it's a big challenge because I work a lot with international media. Sometimes it can be challenges to tell the story the right way, because you will be working with a producer or someone who's they don't know what's actually happening. And sometimes it's they focus more on delivering something that they know that will please the audience instead of deliver a story that people need to know what's happening no matter what.
So, yeah, you talked to us a little bit about the work. You worked for BBC, CNN, Vice. How did reporting from Haiti affect your understanding of your own country and how it's seen in the world?
I think reporting with international media, I learned a lot what not to do. We tell a lot of stories, but at the same time, there's always some sort of limitation, which for me is very problematic. Because if you really want to tell the story of Haiti, Haiti is a very complex place in the sense you need to explain people the backstory. You can't tell someone today gang took over the country without telling them The reason gang took over the country is because the Haitian elite and the Haitian government at the time, between 2018, when the movement started, to today, they use gang to fight the movement, to squash the protests. And the gangs, they go until we have what we have today. So if you don't tell people the whole story, people will think like, oh yeah, it's just a gang thing. No, it's not a gang thing. There are people who's making hundreds of billions of dollars in Haiti right now as we speak, because they control the ports, because they control all the imports system in Haiti. And it's good for them. And these people, they have direct interest on what's happening today in Haiti, because a stable Haiti is not good for business for so many corrupt oligarchs that we have in Haiti.
You know, we certainly won't be able to get into the whole backstory in this short program, but most people listening to this probably remember the earthquake in Haiti in January 2010. I was there and I can tell you it was devastating, but more than 300,000 people died and over 1 million were displaced. The number of schools and hospitals that were damaged or destroyed was just staggering. How did the earthquake set the scene, or did it, for what's coming in the following years?
I think Haiti is a very fragile state with a very weak institution, that we weren't prepared to respond to this catastrophe that happened after the earthquake. With weak institution, we weren't ready to deal with all this deluge of money that came from the international communities and all these NGOs, because the NGO they come with a lot of money and they come with their own program to do their own thing. And there was no effort by these NGOs, by this international community as well, to help build a stronger state. So after the earthquake, instead of help Haiti build stronger institutions, they transfer the responsibilities of the government to NGOs. So you have what we call the NGOtization of Haiti that happened after the earthquake, which is even today, sometimes people will think like the NGOs are the one that's supposed to do certain thing for them. It's until the NGO, the money is kind of like gone around 2015, 2016, that people realizes that the NGO weren't there to stay for long. They were just there because there was a disaster. They were just there because they had the money for certain program for certain amount of time. So the connection between corruption and impunity in Haiti, the NGO sectors, the so-called international communities, they have their hands all over it as well. And they have a lot of questions to answer.
Your new documentary is about the protest movement in Haiti. And the protest movement began as a reaction to a program called Petro-Caribe. For people who haven't heard of it before, what is Petro-Caribe?
Petro-Caribe was a program that former Venezuelan President Hugo Chavez created in 2006, I think, where they sell oil and gas to many countries in the Caribbean and Latin America. The program was built in a way that when you buy, you pay between 40 to 60% upfront. And then the rest, when you sell that gas, you keep that money and you should invest that money in social program. It's the opposite of what the IMF of the World Bank promotes in the world. This was the idea. This is what they were trying to do. And Haiti became part of the Petro-Caribe despite opposition from the US. So yeah, the program ran from 2008 until 2017. During the whole period of time, Haiti received between $2 to $4 billion. That's money that was generated by the fund. And most of that money was supposed to go building roads, building bridges, building new schools, the development in Haiti, which Haiti really need.
Right.
Because Haiti, one of the things that I think Haiti need the most today is infrastructure. But at the end of the day, this program that was supposed to help develop the country turned into one of the biggest financial scandals in the country. Because politicians, companies, oligarchs, they stole the money, they embezzled the money, and they mismanaged that money. And then today, Haiti have nothing to show for all that money. We badly need the basic infrastructure, but all these people, they are living in the US, they are living in Canada, they're living in other countries, their families are super rich, and nothing happened to them. And the people in Haiti cannot even afford to buy enough food to eat today. So this is one of the major scandals in Haiti's story. But for me, it was really important to show the world that a young Haitian took the street for years and decided to put an end to the corruption. For me, it was really important to tell that story.
I love the story about how the protest movement got started. He was also another young filmmaker, I think. It started on Twitter or X. Can you tell us about that?
I remember it like yesterday. It was very spontaneous. As you can see in the film, Gilbert talked about it. I wanted him to talk about it as well. He said he just put a tweet, very spontaneous, asking where's the Petrocaribe money? And then organically, people start asking the same question. And then one thing leads to another. People was like, oh, we should have a meeting. And then we have artists. We have like so many other people that joining the tweet storm. And then the movement goes from Twitter to organizing private meetings and then to the first protest. So it was a very spontaneous movement that took shape really, really fast. This was like the best part of the movement. Also, this was a really big challenge as well for the leaders of the movement, because between 3 to 6 months, you go from Twitter, from a tweet, to have protests with 500,000 people in the street.
And there was a lot of cynical humor in the chants during the protest. Where's the money?
Yes.
We know it's there, but we can't find it.
Yeah, Haiti is a really good place. If you get to like cover protests in Haiti or cover cultural event in Haiti, the music is part of everything. So because people become very creative.
What was it like to be in the middle of those protests? What did you see and hear? A lot of protest scenes in the film have a kind of celebratory feeling to them.
Yes, I think the protests tell the story of the movement. Like you get to see the emotions, you get to see the passion, you get to see the color, you get to hear the noises, you get to have all the chants, everything.
The impact of the corruption is very visible. I mean, it's not exactly a secret. I mean, there's that bridge to nowhere that, you shot a lot of, and the highways and the buildings that were never built. There's a lot of visible reminders of what the corruption prevented the country from doing.
Yes, we have a sequence in the film about a collective audit. Like I mentioned before, the movement started very much like spontaneously. So one day, one of the groups that's called the Haiti We Want, Haiti, they call on all citizens to go in your neighborhood with your phone and film the projects and then post it online.
The projects that didn't happen.
They didn't happen.
Right.
Yeah. So and then people go around and they took photos, they took videos, and they explaining hey, this cost $30 million, this cost $50 million, this cost $8 million. And when you look at them, there's nothing.
Nothing.
The other thing about this as well is like the movement had a lot of success as well, because they forced the Haiti Court of Auditors. They produced 3 audits on how the money was spent. So today, we know how the money was supposed to spend and what happened with the money. So now we go from where is the Petrocaribe money to the Petrocaribe trial. So it's the same fight, but the movement is like right now we know who stole the money. Now we know who embezzled the money. Now we know who mismanaged the money. Now we need a trial to happen. That's why it's important for the movement to keep going.
I mean, in a sense, these everyday activists were doing the work of news media.
Yes.
I mean, where were the journalists in all of this?
Yeah, the journalists, they did a very poor job, but also like the international media as well did a poor job in terms of like covering what was happening. Because sometimes it's like the way they cover Haiti, it's not a complete subject matter, which is really sad. And that's hurt the country in the long run, because people outside of Haiti, including policymakers that might have like power to like support certain thing, they don't have the complete information. So this hurt the country as a whole. I'm hoping like this film will be able to bring more people together, make more people understand what's happening in Haiti. So tell them like, hey, there is a big gang violence problem in Haiti, but the biggest problem we have in Haiti is corruption and impunity. If you want to support Haiti, if you want to see a stronger Haiti, you need to support the anti-corruption and impunity movement. These are the real help Haiti needs to be able to back on its feet in 10, 15, 20 years. Not a bag of rice. Nobody needs your bag of rice. Nobody needs your used clothes. And also to listen to what Haitians are saying. Because sometimes what Haitians are saying is like, it's to back off, because there is this assumption like people always need outsiders' help to dictate or participate. But sometimes people want help. Sometimes people want to collaborate, but sometimes people don't want to collaborate. So this is one of the things that we need to do is to also listen.
So how did Haiti go from this time of mass protests that started in 2018 to the situation in the last few years where gangs have taken control of most of the country? Now people are living in fear, worried for their survival. You said earlier that the surge in gang violence that followed the protest movement wasn't an accident.
I remember in 2018, in 2019, when the movement was going really, really strong, when hundreds of thousands of people were in the street every day calling to put an end to impunity and corruption, the president at the time, former President Jovenel Moïse, he had the backing of the whole US, Canada, France. Everybody was backing at the time. He was the one who started putting gangs everywhere in the country as a response to the growing movement. So,
say that again. He was responsible for
the former president, Jovenel Moïse. He was president during the first wave of the protests, the anti-corruption and impunity protests, between 2018 until he died in 2021. It is well documented that he was working with multiple gangs, with multiple government agencies to destroy the anti-corruption and impunity movement. In the film, there's a sequence about a massacre that happened in La Saline in 2018. And it is well documented that the people who committed that massacre, they were in touch with multiple government officials before they go and commit that massacre. And they did a massacre in direct response to the growing protests, because the movement became so big, so fast, they didn't know what to do with it. That's why they resorted to violence.
Very interesting.
In 2018 to destroy the movement.
I was struck by one of the female activists that you spoke to, called the anti-corruption movement in Haiti a marathon. You know, it's going to take a long time. Can you visualize the finish line for this marathon?
Yes. I see the movement. It's not a short one. It's a long one. The finish line for me is a Haiti where Haiti is respected, where Haiti don't have to call names by any foreign country or foreign president, where Haiti is the priority for Haitians, and where we can restore peace and justice for all. That's why I'm saying it's a really long run, but we need to build it and rebuild it brick by brick. We did it before, we can do it again. So I know we will do it. I believe we can do it, and my bet is on Haiti.
Good, mine too. One of the last people who appears in the film is Fania Noel, and she's a Haitian writer and sociologist who lives in New York City. And she said that middle-class and upper-middle-class Haitians need to take responsibility for their own mistakes, including their treatment of the lower classes. She wasn't talking about corruption, but something more subtle. Why was it important to include that perspective?
For me, as Haitian, I believe it's all primary responsibility to fix our country. Yes, there is problem with the US, with Canada, with all these other things. Yes, we have a historical problem with France. We have all these things that's happening, but we are the one responsible to fix this. So without Haitian take that first step, we will never be able to change the country. This is what I believe. For me, it was really important to talk to my fellow Haitians, to put us in front of the mirror to like, hey, things are bad. We have bad neighbors. We have bad international community. We have this, we have that. But at the end of the day, we have a responsibility as well. We need to be kinder to one another. We need to respect the way we treat people with disability, poor people. Like, we have not yet been kinder to Haitian women. We have not yet been kinder to Haitian kids. We have not yet been kind to disabled people. So we need to do all this. We need to do better. Without us starting to do better at home, starting to be nicer, kinder, treating each other with more respect, more dignity, no other one outside of Haiti will show us that respect. So for me, it was really important.
It has to start at home. But the danger, since 2021, the protests have had to stop fighting against corruption and prioritize survival. I mean, with gangs in control of so much of the country, do you think there's room for a conversation about peace? And what would that take?
We need to have a conversation about peace. I think the discussion around gang violence is a very serious one, but we need people with calm head, with big ideas. I understand this is not an easy matter. Thousands of people died, so it's not easy. But at the same time, if you want to resolve this problem once and for all, you need to talk about peace. You need to start finding ways to have an inclusive dialogue for people to understand that we are destroying our own country. We are doing the bidding of the rich people who give you that gun, who's using you to lock the country down, and then they took the opportunity to do drug trafficking, was making hundreds of millions drug trafficking through the country. Because when the country is in chaos like this, there's a lot of nefarious thing that's happening. So I think we need to create a room for the dialogue about peace. At the same time, we need to understand that a lot of people have been hurt. A lot of people, they leave Haiti as well. A lot of people, I think maybe 200,000-300,000 of people move out of Haiti during that period.
And the ones that are left are operating in survival mode.
Yes, a lot of people are in survival mode. A lot of people are in survival mode. So it is a difficult moment, but I think there's an opportunity and there's an appetite when I talk to people for calm dialogue, for a peace process to take shape, and then for people to be able to live a normal life again. It's not easy, but I think we will get there because what's happening right now is not sustainable, and we need to find a way to stop it.
I mean, do you think the people who stole the Petro-Carib money will ever go to trial?
Yes, if I'm to quote the people in the film, that's one of the reasons that at the end of the film I was asking them, I was like, you guys sound really confident. We're going to have a Petro-Carib trial. And they were like super confident. So based on their confidence, I can confidently tell you there will be a Petro-Carib trial one day. I mean, this is something this is like, for me, Haiti is a legacy that our ancestors left behind for us. So we need to make sure that we leave a better Haiti for the next generation than what our previous generation left behind for us. So I think we need to work hard. I think we need to continue the fight. I think we need to be smarter. We need to be more strategic. It doesn't have to be the street all the time, because the same way we take the movement from a tweet to the street, we need to take the movement from the street to in front of a judge to actually have a trial where some people will go to jail, some people will get clemency, some people will get whatever they deserve according to Haitian law. And then we will be able to move forward, because there is no peace without justice. And we're not going to have reconciliation without justice. So I think we will get there, but we have a lot of work to do.
You know, your film has been screened in Haiti and in the Haitian diaspora communities in the U.S. and the U.K., but it's not available for streaming right now. Will our listeners be able to watch it in the future?
Yes, I am planning on putting it online for people to watch it. Right now, my main priority is continue doing screenings in Haiti. Go to our website, The Fight for Haiti. You can support us, because when you support us, we can host free public screening in Haiti. So I will host many, many more screenings here in the U.S. and other places. But right now, the goal is in Haiti. Show the film in Haiti, mobilize more people little by little, because we want to see whenever there's election in Haiti, we want to see more people participate. We want to see more people get involved. We want to see like a coalition of anti-corruption and impunity. That would be like wonderful. That's one of the things that the activists are doing in Haiti right now with the film. They like mobilize people and encourage people to like run for office. Because if you can take the movement from the street to the parliament, you can legislate, you know? So for me, despite how difficult things are, I have a lot of hope that at the end of the day, the Haitian people will win, and then we will find a way to change our country and build the country the way we want it. It's not like we're going to build like a concrete jungle like Manhattan, but the Haiti paradise that you all know and love.
I was going to say, what does life look like for you in the Haiti of your dreams? And I think you just told us.
I mean, I remember when I was a kid, they took me to see my grandma, because I was born and raised in Port-au-Prince, but my grandma from Jeremy. So they would take me, go see my grandma. I will eat the 7 days. I will have 7 different meals like a week.
Right.
Like I will have, and all things that we just we pick up on our own gardens and stuff like that. So when I think of like Haiti, this is the memories that I have. Haiti, where people can have access to great infrastructure, where people can have access to technology to communicate with their loved ones all around the world, and also to open up the country for everyone else, because like it's really sad. So many people talk about Haiti, but they have no idea what they're talking about. They have no idea how beautiful Haiti are. They have no idea how a lot of them, even if they had money, they can't really afford a couple of weeks vacation in Haiti. Haiti is a very expensive place. And I'm not saying this is a good thing. It's not supposed to be expensive. We want everybody to be able to come, especially people with not a lot of money. But what I'm saying is, it's a beautiful country. We had a vibrant tourism sector. I want Haiti to be back to its feet for Haitian, but I also want Haiti to open its arm to like receive, invite more and more people, because we have a lot to offer. The country is unique with its beauty. The Haitian are really funny. Like
they are.
I can go on and on and on. So,
well, thank you very much, Etant. It was a pleasure talking to you, and we share your good wishes for Haiti's recovery from the horrible tragedies it's gone through.
Thank you very much for having me.
That conversation was recorded in February 25. We caught up with Etant again on July 2nd, 2026, and he says the violence and instability in Haiti has only gotten worse.
The situation in Haiti is very challenging. The insecurity is still getting worse. It's not getting better. We still have over 1 million people displaced all over the country due to political instability and violence, and there's no end in sight. And with the security situation, it's really hard for people to protest. It's really hard for people to organize. And if you see some protests happen, like about the General Hospital in Port-au-Prince, it's out of this desperation. Like, this is a matter of life and death.
But he says the movement against corruption and impunity continues in Haiti and abroad.
The good news is people still asking for accountability. People still trying to organize the best they can. But there's no progress in terms of like seeing an actual trial happening anytime soon. I mean, we know this is a long-term fight. To have a Petro-Caribe trial, you need to have political stability, and you need to have stronger institutions to be able to hold the corrupt elite accountable. There's a lot of organizing in the diaspora. There's a lot of sanctions that continue to be applied to certain oligarchs or foreign politicians. We did do a screening last month in Montreal with hundreds of members of the community, Haitian community there. So it was really a very animated debate where people wanted to engage more and more in how they can press from the outside, or they can put pressure in the government, also in the government in Haiti, because Haiti is technically an independent state, but in practice, you have the so-called international community very active in Haiti. They can put their thumb on the scale and change any situation at any given day. So countries like Canada, the US, France, and so on, they have a lot of power on what's happening on the ground in Haiti. It's a very unfortunate situation, but we using these community as well, the places where we have like strong diaspora communities, to have them organized to put pressure on these people. We're just asking them to like enforce your own law. You have anti-corruption and impunity laws. Don't give safe space for corrupt politicians from other countries that stole money from poor communities in Haiti. Don't let them buy houses and park their money and launder all their money in your country.
Etant is still screening the fight for Haiti inside the country and in the Haitian diaspora communities around the globe.
All the screenings are for free. The only thing we require is after the film, we must have a debate, have a discussion where people can discuss their opinion, their feelings, and have a Q&A session where people can talk about the film and where they're at, if they're happy, if they're sad, even if they don't agree with the film, but to have this discussion, because this is something that we need as a country, we need as a society to be able to build more common ground, to build a common future for us. It's not about like, I'm right, you're wrong. It's more about like, where are we agree? Where can we work together to be able to invest in our country and make it better? And I hope soon we will be able to have the film available online for people to watch.
Finally, we asked Etant to reflect on the end of temporary protective status for Haitians in the U.S., and we asked him if there might be a silver lining for Haiti with its citizens returning, even though it is involuntary.
It is a shame that a lot of young Haitians were forced to leave the country, and this happened over and over, different multiple circle of crisis in Haiti, where people feel like migrating was the best option for them. it is a big loss for the country. So I believe some people going back to Haiti will be very helpful to Haiti. At the same time, Haiti is not in a place today that where the country is ready to receive hundreds of thousands of people because of the political instability and the lack of government structure right now. So it can be a good thing if the people had a structure, if people had something that waiting for them to continue their lives, because a lot of them, especially in the last 4 or 5 years, the people that have left Haiti are like the professionals, are like doctors, nurses, people who like the country spent a lot of money to train them. And these people left the country to go do like different type of jobs, sometimes lower than their ability in the US. So to see today what they receive back by this ruling, it's a slap in the face. It's both a political decision, but also I'm not surprised. I know the history of how the US sees Haitian. So I'm not surprised by the decision, but I think the future is pretty uncertain right now on what's going to happen with people returning to Haiti. I see both positive and challenging ahead for these folks deciding to go back to Haiti. So yeah, it is a very complicated situation, but I don't know what's going to happen at the end of the day.
You can watch a trailer of Etant's film and help fund free screenings in Haiti at thefightforhaiti.com. Etant is also looking for more venues to screen The Fight for Haiti in the Haitian diaspora and beyond. If you're interested in hosting a screening, send an email to info@thefightforhaiti.com. Making Peace Visible is produced by Andrea Maraskin. The associate producer is Faith McClure. I'm Jamil Simon. Special thanks this week to Amy Bracken. Our new series, Beyond Polarization, looking at the problem of polarization in the U.S. and solutions as well, is coming soon. The first episode drops on July 21st. You can find previews on YouTube, Instagram, or LinkedIn at Making Peace Visible. We're very pleased to say that now you can also connect with us on Substack. You can read excerpts from our interviews and lots more. Look for us at substack.com/@makingpeacevisible. Thanks for listening, and talk soon.